LPBW, Amy Roloff and Chris Marek are married. See pics and video from their wedding. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek are officially married. The Little People, Big World couple tied the knot on Saturday, August 28th in Hillsboro, Oregon. Amy and Chris gathered among 146 of their closest friends and family members at Roloff Farms to celebrate their nuptials. The 56-year-old bride looked gorgeous in her dress from Justin Alexander Sincerity Collection, and Chris sported a black suit with a blue and black tie. The ceremony took place at an outdoor gazebo and was officiated by Michael Williams. Chris's best man, Rick Hinks, composed the song Heart to Heart that played as Amy walked down the aisle. After the ceremony, guests gathered under an outdoor tent where they had a blast at the reception and enjoyed music by the Macy Guard Band, who also played an original song, At the End of the Day, for Amy and Chris's first dance. Amy spoke to people. You can see more of their pics here about her big day and said, "Our wedding day is a special day, but our marriage is a lifetime together. I'll have the rest of my life with Chris, and that makes me smile," Amy added. Amy noted that she and Chris faced some challenges along the way as they prepared to tie the knot, but that ultimately, they're sharing their lives together and learning to live as one. It was challenging planning a traditional wedding and all that typically goes into that, to what we want to have at our wedding, Amy said. Sometimes it felt like the two clashed at times for me. But in the end, it's about the two of us, Chris and I, Amy added. It's about combining our two lives together into one and sharing it with our family and friends. Some of Amy's family members shared some video footage of the big day on Instagram, as well. Amy's daughter-in-law Audrey Roloff took to her Instagram stories to share some adorable footage of the flower girl and the ring bearer in action. You can see her footage in the Instagram post above. In Audrey's first slide, she showed her daughter, Ember, Amy and Chris's flower girl, throwing flower petals on the grass as she walked side by side with her cousin and ring bearer for the ceremony, Jackson Roloff. Ember and Jackson were the stars of the show for their appearance and did a fantastic job in their roles, and enjoyed each other's company after the ceremony on the dance floor. On Friday, August 27th, Amy and Chris held their rehearsal dinner at the farm, and Amy told her fans that all that was left to do was meet Chris at the altar. Amy had ample help from family and friends, including her BFF Lisa and Deb, and even her. "They all have been wonderful," Amy said of the help she received from her loved ones. "They've been helping me all this week with setting up and, most importantly, moral support." Amy added that she was thankful to have Ember and Jackson be a part of her wedding. "Having my grandkids be a part of our wedding day is so special to me. To know that they are happy for me means so much to me," the TLC star said. Now that Amy and Chris have tied the knot, fans can look forward to the "in a couple of months," which Amy gave away during one of her recent Instagram Live. Congratulations and best wishes to the newlyweds, Amy and Chris. LPBW, Amy Roloff and fiancé Chris Marek expand their family with a Finn friend. Amy Roloff and fiancé Chris Marek are marking a big milestone in their relationship, getting their first pet together. And People's exclusive sneak peek at Tuesday's episode of Little People, Big World, the pair bring home a new fish to replace Marek's old fish Henry, who died. "This feels so important," Roloff says. Together, Marek, 59, and Roloff, 56, place the fish in his tank, watching him resist for a moment before he settles into his new home. "I dub him King Henry V," Marek says, adding just King Henry to his friends. Roloff also has dog Felix, who comes over to check out his new competition, as Marek reminds him, "You're still number one in this house." Marek and Roloff are planning to tie the knot on August 28th at Roloff Farms, the property where she and her ex Matt raised their 4 children, twins Jeremy and Zach, 31, daughter Molly, 27, and son Jacob, 24. Roloff calls the experience exciting, while Marek says it's one of the many little baby steps we've taken that couples or life partners do together. Says Roloff, "I think it's a big move for him." Little People, Big World. Amy Roloff reveals why she agreed to get married at Roloff Farms, exclusive. While some Little People, Big World fans were surprised to see Amy Roloff and Chris Marek decide to get married on Roloff Farms, the newlyweds couldn't have pictured a more perfect place to tie the knot. Ahead of Tuesday's 2-hour Little People, Big World special, Amy and Chris's Happily Ever After, Roloff told PopCulture.com it was actually Marek who helped her come around on the venue for their August wedding. "I think the thing Chris reminded me of when we were considering Roloff Farms to be the venue space is this is where when Chris brought that out, I was like, wow, you're right," she said. "To me, it was the final moment of a great place where another married life of mine was, and I raised the kids, but it was also the beginning of a new life I love. Now we're riding off into the sunset." Marek chimed in the end, "I can't imagine anyone thinks it should have been anywhere different. After making it official on August 28th, Roloff and Marek are including a Hawaii honeymoon. I think it's just sharing those adventures and experiences together, whether it be bowling or going out on a big motorcycle ride Roloff shared. For those who have been following her journey since the beginning, Roloff hopes happily ever after can be a reminder that it's never too late to find love. I just hope that people see in a second relationship for me and a first for him that love comes at any point in your life, she told Pop Culture. You may be looking for it, you may not, but at least be open to it. Because it's a wonderful thing when it comes into your life or comes back into your life. Don't miss the 2-hour Little People, Big World special, Amy and Chris's Happily Ever After, airing Tuesday, November. He Met Me, Roloff shared. This is where our relationship started and grew. While the TLC personality initially wasn't sure about tying the knot on the farm she once owned with ex-husband Matt Roloff, ending her time on the farm with her Happily Ever After was a perfect bookend. Getting married at Roloff Farms is cheaper than you think. Weddings can be beautifully intimate occasions where people spend months if not years looking into the perfect venue, cake, flowers, and more. This union of love and family can have a deeply personal meaning to those involved. But what could make it even better is a backdrop from your favorite reality TV show. If you love the TLC show, Little People Big World, you're in luck. You can get married at Roloff Farms, and it's not as expensive as you might think. Here's how much you will have to pay if you want it to be a part of your big day. Although Roloff Farms doesn't list itself as a venue on its website currently, people have gotten married there. According to Wedding Chicks, high school sweethearts Erica and Jesse got married there in November 2012. At that time, they only paid $500 for the venue because it was featured on an episode of the TLC show. But if you wanted to keep your wedding day more private around that time, it would have cost you $2,500. Keep in mind that these numbers are about a decade old. Things are different now. In 2020, The Sun reported that Amy and Matt Roloff were offering the farm up for weddings. Couples would have the venue for 2-hour blocks of time with 25 guests, and their son Zach's wife Tori would be the photographer. Altogether, it would cost $850, but it seems they are no longer offering this service. The page on their website with the info is no longer up. It may be possible to plan something if you get in contact with the farm directly, but no guarantees. Weddings on the farm aren't completely a thing of the past, though. Amy and her husband Chris got married there in an episode of Little People, Big World. The two tied the knot on August 28, 2021, in front of 146 guests, including their families and friends. Luckily for fans, Matt isn't selling the whole property. Instead, he's scaling down to a more manageable piece of land. So even though it looks as if the farm isn't hosting weddings now, it might in the future. On the farm's website, Matt mentions that he's looking forward to pumpkin season in 2022, so fans may still have access to at least that area. For now, it's not clear exactly why the Roloffs stopped hosting weddings on the farm, and there's no word on when they will be back to hosting such events. It could have to do with the fact that Matt is selling it, but it is possible that whoever buys it could choose to ride the fame and host weddings there. Amy Roloff got a huge buyout from her ex in the sale of their family farm. Since the premiere of Little People, Big World, the Roloff farm has been the epicenter of the family not only for the memories made but for its questionable fate after Matt and Amy Roloff decided to split. When the Little People, Big World couple officially split, many wondered what would happen to the farm, including the Roloff family. Turns out Matt Roloff is now the sole owner. So, how much did Amy get in the buyout? We have all the details below. Though the decision was not easy, Amy did sell her portion of the farm to her ex-husband Matt. However, she took her time. One of the reasons I stayed in the big house is because that was in my best interest going through separation, divorce, and I think I needed time to say that I had a permanency, I had a place, I had something that I could hang on to, grasp, in order to figure out, I'm officially divorced, Amy said on the show. According to Oregon property records exclusively obtained by RadarOnline.com, Amy sold her portion of the property to ex-husband Matt for $667,000. The sale was made on June 25, 2019. She then sold an additional 32.28 acres to him for $975,000 in August 2020. Meanwhile, Matt and his girlfriend Karen Chandler remain on their portion of Roloff Farms. According to RadarOnline.com, Amy bought a home in Hillsboro, Oregon, in September 2019 that was sold to her by her real estate broker fiancé, Chris Marek. She reportedly bought the home for $588,500. The outlet also noted that the new space has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms along with a spacious kitchen. With the sale of her portion of the farm and her purchase of a new home, it still looks like Amy has some cash left over. So, how is she planning on spending it? RadarOnline.com reports that Amy's new home may need some renovations to make it a bit more little-person friendly, so there's a possibility some of her cash could go to that. There is also the chance that the profits could go toward a second marriage to her fiancé, Chris Marek. Safe to say that the TLC reality star is not hurting for money. According to Celebrity Net Worth, the reality star is worth around $6 million. This is mostly due to Amy's impressive 22-season stint on the hit TLC show Little People, Big World. Going by Business Insider estimations of reality star salaries, it's possible that Amy's gross income per episode is around $7,000 to $10,000. Outside of her reality TV income, Amy still worked on the Roloff farm, which is estimated to bring in 30,000 visitors annually, according to the Cinemaholic. Amy has also taken advantage of her reality TV fame and monetized her popularity. She authored the cookbook Short and Simple Family Recipes as well as a memoir titled A Little Me. There is also the money she made during her 2016 divorce settlement, in which she got an equal split of her and Matt's 4 companies: R6 Productions, Roloff Family Farms, R Pumpkin Productions, and Roloff Properties. Amy Roloff enjoys Costa Rica with boyfriend after disastrous trip with ex. Amy Roloff is sharing her recent romantic Valentine's Day week vacation in paradise with boyfriend Chris Marek. But fans of The Little People, Big World matriarch will be shocked by the couple's Costa Rica location because that's where Amy, 54, shared a disastrous time in 2013 with then-husband Matt Roloff back then, in one of Amy and Matt's last vacations together in their marriage. It was clear how different they were. Viewers saw the reality TV star's union crumble right before their eyes on a 2013 special. In 2015, Amy finally filed for divorce, and their reality show continued with the two living as exes and also focusing on their grown children. Both have moved on romantically. While Amy has enjoyed a loving relationship with real estate agent Chris, Matt, 57, is head over heels for. Scroll through gallery for more on Amy's new trip and how she had a do-over in beautiful Costa Rica, shrugging off the bad memories from her past time there with Matt. Amy took to Instagram on Tuesday, February 26, 2019, to show her followers photos of her recent love getaway. What an awesome and wonderful time in Costa Rica with Chris for Valentine's Day and good friends, she wrote as a caption for a series of pictures. The reality TV matriarch and Chris had a relaxing time floating in the water in Costa Rica. Amy is now back at Roloff Farm in Oregon and noted in her Instagram caption, "Looking back on her recent trip, I'm missing the warm weather right now. Villa Estrelicer was a fantastic place to stay and I loved it, but more special was being there with Chris. I'd love to go back to Costa Rica again one day." Amy and Chris can't keep their hands off each other. It's clear that Amy is determined to make new, happier memories with her beau in Costa Rica after she once had depressing days with Matt there. 6 years ago, Amy and Matt were still married and trying to work things out in Costa Rica. But the getaway only proved how different they were. Amy and Matt looked unhappy together on a Costa Rica-themed TLC special in 2013. The Roloff family patriarch didn't want to do anything but sunbathe while Amy, who has always been active, hiked and went ziplining. Fans saw high tension between Amy and then-husband Matt on LPBW special, Welcome to the Jungle. They were supposed to breathe new life into their relationship, but the trip was a failure. Amy has dusted herself off and returned to Costa Rica with Chris, who does all the things she enjoys. She also had some alone time. In another Instagram post, Amy posted a photo of herself standing solo and smiling on the beach. TV's most famous little mom posed with some fellow resort dwellers at a Costa Rica bar. She noted in her caption, "I stayed a few days in Costa Rica all by myself for a little R&R BF. I met up with Chris." Amy splashed in the pool with some friends while in Costa Rica. She wrote, "I had a great time and memories meeting so many of the locals and other people from all over." The TV star and Chris loved their vacations, which adventurous Amy couldn't stop smiling, even before Chris joined her on the trip. She posed with a couple of resort workers and wrote on Instagram, "I love to travel when I stay local and eat, meet and be where they are at. What an experience." Amy spent lots of time on the beach with pals. Posts proved. She wrote of Costa Rica, "I hope I have a chance to go back one day." Selfie time. Amy and a couple shared laughs in paradise. Soon, Chris would join her for even more fun. The two recently marked there, and they show no signs of slowing down. "It was great to get some R&R in Costa Rica," Amy raved. LPBW. Amy and Chris celebrate 4 years of marriage amid breakup rumors. LPBW stars Amy Roloff and Chris Marek are celebrating their huge milestone away from all the negativity online. They have officially put all the divorce rumors to rest and shared a wholesome update on their beautiful life. The Little People Big World stars marked the milestone with love, laughter, and delicious food. Amy went on a date with her hubby to celebrate their big day together. Despite all the rumors of trouble in paradise, the pair is determined to spend their life together. Amy and Chris have been inseparable since their wedding. They have become a power couple for their incredible bond and sweet relationship. Fans adore the TLC stars' wholesome chemistry and love to see them together. What are Amy and Chris up to now? Why are fans so shocked LPBW stars Matt and Amy parted ways a long time ago? The former was dating Karen Chandler and planning to date her. However, he has a civil bond with his ex-wife, and they work as business partners. A few weeks ago, he started focusing more on his farm to stay busy. The TLC star also joined Zach and Tori's children at the games. Matt shared a photo with Lila, Amy, and Chris on his Instagram. But fans couldn't understand why he was posing with his ex-wife. Many viewers wondered whether Amy was planning to return to her ex-husband. Meanwhile, others felt their grandparents just came together to cheer up Lila and their other grandkids. They praised the reality TV stars for their sweet gesture. Amy Roloff sparked several rumors about her possible reconciliation with Matt. Some even felt that her constant presence at the Roloff farms led to that latter's breakup with Karen. Hence, they felt the TLC star might divorce her partner, Chris Marek. However, Amy shut down all the rumors with her wholesome post. Recently, she uploaded a new post to announce a huge milestone with her husband, Chris Marek. Amy posed with the latter after their lunch date. The LPBW stars looked so happy with each other. Amy wrote celebrating our 4-year wedding anniversary. Amy revealed that Chris still surprises her, gives her flowers, and sends the most thoughtful cards. She expressed Chris, "I loved you yesterday, love you today, and will tomorrow." The Little People Big World star thanked her husband for hanging with her. Amy and Chris went to a new local restaurant and loved the atmosphere. They also loved the food and recommended their followers to try it out. Fans were quick to congratulate the TLC stars on their huge milestone. However, many fans were not expecting to see them together. One fan asked, "Did I miss something? I thought they got divorced." Others noted that the rumors were false. Fans were happy to see Amy and Chris going strong and living the best life together. They hoped to see them celebrate many more years together. A few others were also surprised that the couple had already been together for 4 years. Stay tuned for more updates on Amy and Chris' beautiful lives. LPBW, the one thing Amy Roloff would change about her wedding with Chris Marek. Little People, Big World first premiered on TLC in 2006, and Amy Roloff has starred on the show since it first premiered. In 2021, Amy Roloff married Chris Marek, and she frequently shares insight about her relationship with Marek on social media. In an interview with People magazine, Amy Roloff revealed what she would change about her wedding with Marek. Amy Roloff and Marek were married in August 2021, and Amy Roloff divorced LPBW co-star Matt Roloff in 2016. Her wedding to Marek was shown in pictures by People magazine, and film from the wedding was shown on TLC. In a November 2021 interview with Amy Roloff shared one thing she would want to change about her wedding with Marek. "Even though we had our family and friends and stuff like that they're there for us," she told the magazine. "I don't need to cater to that. I need to cater, probably, a little bit more to Chris and I." Even though Amy Roloff would want to make the wedding more focused on her relationship if she could go back in time, she still enjoyed the event. Speaking with People magazine, the reality star shared her favorite memory from her wedding. "When I walked out of the barn door and saw my dad sitting there," she told People magazine. "It was a warm afternoon, and so he wasn't sure whether he'd walk me down the full length or halfway amid his health issues." She continued, "I looked at him sitting there, waiting for me to come to him. Then when I met up with him, my eyes went directly to Chris and his handsomeness in that suit. It was like the people around us faded away." When Little People, Big World first premiered, the series focused on Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff raising their children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. The series followed Matt and Amy's marriage, their finances, and their time spent running their family farm in Oregon. The series primarily follows Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff's separate lives and their son Zach Roloff and his marriage to his wife Tori Roloff. While Amy Roloff is married to Marek, Matt Roloff is in a relationship with his longtime girlfriend Karen Chandler. Since their divorce, Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff have remained civil, and at times Marek and Matt Roloff are even seen spending time together on Little People, Big World. Amy Roloff's wedding with Marek was held on the famous Roloff family farm. Even though Matt Roloff is the owner of the farm, he was not in attendance at the wedding. According to People magazine, Marek shared in an episode of Little People Big World that his attendance could be awkward for some people. Season 24 of Little People, Big World concluded in January 2023. Are Amy Roloff and Chris Marek still together? Little People, Big World, Season 25 star teases marriage trouble. Hillsboro, Oregon.